Kevin Jackson Radio Show.
Welcome, everybody. Kevin Jackson here. It's the Kevin Jackson Show. KJRadio.com. The theme of our show today is Tick Tock. That's right. Tick Tock. The clock is ticking on your life. 844-551-8255. If you want to discuss your life or anything else. See, this isn't about politics that we talk about every day on this show. This is life. I heard a radio executive say to me one time, Kevin, how do you do your show? I said, what do you mean? He's like, what do you do? How do you get topics and all that? I go, the topics are there. I said, all I do is think about my life. When I wake up in the morning, what am I faced with? What happens during the day when I go shopping, when I go to get gasoline in my car, when I run into somebody, when somebody interacts with me in some form of social media, or when I'm out and about? What happens when I pick up my kid, his homework, my older sons, when they're dealing with their issues, and one of them, now is dealing with he's got a fiance and he's about to get married, and all the issues with that, and what are they going to face? This is about life. And the problem is, folks, politics is now so intrusive into your life that there's no way to get away from it. I mean, we just came out of the Thanksgiving holiday, and we'll be talking about that in a second. And we're about to go into the holidays of Christmas and Hanukkah and a host of other things. And let me tell you something. If you think you're going to be devoid of politics, good luck. What was the biggest subject? One of the biggest things that was being discussed prior to Thanksgiving. Will people be talking politics during Thanksgiving? How could you not? Remember when Thanksgiving was getting together with family? You'd sit down, you'd all watch the 2 football games, maybe playing your own version of the Turkey Bowl. You talked about, old times and who didn't make it this year and so on and so forth. And now, what are you dealing with? You got people saying the Pilgrims were racist and they, offended the Indians. And, the turkey is a racist bird. And the NFL, are they going to take a knee or are they not? And then they deal with all the starving people and all these other things. Here's what I love about Thanksgiving while we're on the subject. I love that it is the only unique, not the only, but it is one of the only unique holidays that is specifically to America. My adopted French kids called us up and said things like, we so appreciate Thanksgiving because it reminds us of America. They understand the story, the significance of it. We don't understand the significance. People say, you encroached on the indigenous people. You kill the Indians. And they tell us all these bad things. Let me tell you something. I didn't do any of that. Oh, my ancestors did? Okay, fine. They did, and we live in the greatest country in the world, because let me tell you what it wasn't. When it was inhabited by my ancestors and probably some of yours, it was not a great country. I hail from Africa. I know this. It's no secret. I am a black man. But let me tell you something. There's nothing about that continent. There's no country on that continent that makes me want to have a piece of it. You could say to me, well, Kevin, you have a rightful place in Africa. Well, okay, great. I don't want it. I concede it to whoever is over there. Other family members, you can have it. If you want to go, just give me what you have and I'll take yours from here. And then you can go have whatever we're supposed to get in Africa. Good luck. Awabunga, dude, right? I want nothing of it. I have Native American blood inside of me. By the way, I am Native American. I was born here, and that's where I hail from, America. I know nothing about anywhere else. I'm as Native American as you get. And I happen to have a little bit of Indian blood. I'm not talking dot, I'm talking feather. So I'm Native American. I have no qualms with what America has become. Tick tock, folks. Time's ticking on your life. What are you going to do with the rest of your life from this moment on? Beginning now. Okay, now, when do you want to start? You going to stand and fight? Or are you going to cede your life to the idiots? See, there are idiots out there. They're willing to take your life. They're willing to enslave you. They've been doing it. If they haven't done it to you, they're trying to do it to your kids. They want slaves. They want mental conformist. Let me ask you this. You going to be able to enjoy your life if you live it as a coward? People say to me, one guy writes to me, Kevin, you talk about fighting too much. Screw you. It is a fight. Everything we do is a fight. When you get up in the morning to the moment you go to sleep, you are in a fight. If you don't realize that, then you're a chump. I just happen to be trained to fight, mentally and physically. And if it's too much for you, the listener, who believes that I talk about fighting too much, then find somewhere else to go. I'm not training pansies. I'm training warriors. Go. Be gone. Somebody kick him in the butt before he leaves. I don't care what you think about what I say. You talk about karate and martial arts. I talk about what is applicable in my life, right? Because when I go out there on Black Friday, which I did, to go shopping or whatever, I don't know who I'm going to run into. I don't know what fool wants to try me. But I do know this. All I got to do is get on my computer and there'll be 50 of them on some form of social media talking about, I'm going to hurt you, I'm going to do this, you're an idiot, why are you saying this, blah, blah, blah. I say what I want to say because I'm no coward and I speak my mind. I spoke it during Thanksgiving. I'll talk about that. I didn't have to fight with anybody because everybody was on my side during Thanksgiving. Tick tock, folks. The clock is ticking on your life. When are you going to admit that you voted for Donald Trump? When are you going to stop, pussyfooting, as my grandmother would say, around on the subject? When are you going to talk about what you did and be proud of what you did? You changed the course of this nation for the better. But you're still scared. When will you get in the face of those who criticize your very sane point of view and stop ceding your opinion to morons? I'm just curious. Just putting it out there. Some people are like, Kevin, you preach, brother, preach. I start to sound like Farrakhan. Don't make me. I'll go there. The devil. The leftist devil. He will not only take you, he'll try to get your kids, your children. Yeah, I don't care what face the leftist devil is. I don't care what color. I don't care what gender. I don't care what sexual orientation. I don't care what religion. The leftists are the devils, and they want to have you think as they do. They get mad at you for being sane, for being moral, for being ethical, for having a core, for loving God, things like that. Tick tock, people. The clock is ticking. David Cassidy's last words were, I wish I hadn't wasted so much time. What will yours be? Short break.
This is the Kevin Jackson Radio Show.
Do you owe back taxes to the IRS or state? The secret to avoiding the IRS nightmare is to seek professional representation. My friends at Security Tax Associates provide the most cost-effective and ethical representation in the industry while helping to avoid seizures, levies, and wage garnishments. Security Tax Associates is here to ensure that the appropriate steps are taken to permanently eliminate any possibility of future tax burdens once and for all. For a free, no-obligation consultation, contact Security Tax Associates, 844-779-4177. That's 844-779-4177. 844-779-4177. Or visit them at securitytaxassociates.com.
Beth Cook Moranville, author of Closer Than Your Breath, a book of hope.
Hope, that wonderful, wonderful four-letter word that you may feel completely out of. I wrote this book to give you great hope. It's not too late. If fetal position is an all too familiar place for you, I understand. If the next 60 seconds are too long, this book is for you. Wherever you are right now, whether you're dealing with divorce or death or sickness, take hope. You are going to make it through this pain. Don't roll your eyes. I've walked this road and I know it. The best is yet to come.
Closer Than Your Breath, a book of hope from author and speaker Beth Cook Moranville, can be found on Amazon.com or Kindle.com. For more information, visit closerthanyourBreath.com or on Facebook at Closer Than Your Breath.